You said you've watched Cinema Sessions before.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Can we call you a fan of?
Yeah, I like Cinema Sessions. I was a bit disappointed that I didn't get asked a bit earlier on.
Coco Gauff, indeed. Welcome to Cinema Sessions.
Thank you.
All right, where should we start? This is
Okay.
your Australian Open debut.
Yes.
Against Venus.
Yeah, it was crazy because we played each other first round Wimbledon, and then like it was such a big deal that we got pulled first round Margaret Court or first round Australian Open, and got to play night on Margaret Court. I was honestly really confident this match. I felt that I could beat her more than I did at Wimbledon. I don't know if it was just because I did it before, but yeah, I was pretty confident in how I played. And she was playing, I remember her playing pretty well in the first set. Oh my God, this is when we could like hold the ball case to get our towels.
Yeah, exactly.
So retro.
You always had the...
Yeah, so I don't, like, I remember it was a tiebreaker, and yeah, like I said, she was playing good. I was trying to move her. I think the crowd was kind of rooting pretty evenly. Yeah, I never watched this match back. I probably should.
Really?
Yeah, I think everybody mentions the Wimbledon one, but this was the one I think that was even more important
quality.
because I just had to like fight to get through it, and I think she was coming in with a mission too.
So...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's...
Everybody.
Everyone's there. So in this tournament, obviously you beat Venus, but then you play Naomi in the third round.
Yeah.
And was that the first time you had played her since the U.S. Open?
Yeah, I got crushed at U.S. Open, and honestly, I was on a mission. Some reason I just went on the court and I was like, I'm not going to lose that match today. And I knew she was defending champion and I knew she was going to play well, but I was like really on a mission. I was like, no matter what. And I remember just trying to serve super hard this match and just be pretty aggressive because I felt at U.S. Open she just out-hit me. So I was just trying to do that, the opposite of that. And I don't think I hit bigger than her for sure, but, you know, at the time it felt like I was doing okay.
Yeah, you sure did. Last year you made the semifinals here, and it feels like you've graduated into this phase of your career, obviously winning the U.S. Open, and there's you and your dad.
That was such a great outfit.
It was so good. Do you walk into Grand Slams like the Australian Open with, what are your expectations now when you come to the biggest stages?
Just enjoying it, honestly. Like, the goal and the belief is to win, but if I expect that, I think it's just unnecessary pressure. So I just try to just expect to compete my hardest and expect to play the way that I practice and hope for the best. Yeah.
It's a pretty even-keeled approach when you've got a lot of...
If you expect to win, then you kind of set yourself up almost for disappointment or just like being satisfied. Whereas if you just have the belief to do it, then it's kind of like, okay, then if I win, it's great, I'm excited. And if I lose, it's not so much of it. It's going to be disappointing, but maybe not so much of a disappointment.
Right. Okay, we like to have a little fun in the cinema as well. I think we've got some vintage...
Oh my God. This was
this was
off season, like 2021 or 2020 or something like that, and I was doing it with Patrick Morosko, Serena, and Chris Eubanks, and Serena made all of us learn this dance. And
Serena did.
Yes, I thought she was joking when she said we all had to do it. Yeah, you see, Chris was up there twerking. Yeah, and I was like, I cannot believe I'm dancing with Serena Williams, and that I mean, it's Serena, so obviously as soon as she said it, I was like, of course I'm gonna do it, but. Yeah, that was crazy. I still can't believe I did that. And they showed it on the screen at one of the tournaments. So, yeah, that's a major throwback.
Just for lastly, we're seeing these cool shots from you in the studio. And you've arrived at this point, like we were saying, in your career where it seems like you're having a really great time, but you also want to expect things of yourself.
Yeah.
How do you find that balance, like you were just saying?
I don't know. Just a little bit of both. It's like, obviously, you're playing well and you're like, okay, I know I can do this and I expect to do this and do that. But I think it's just like one of those things where you're just like, you go on the court and you just hope for the best to happen. And honestly, today when I lost the first set, I was just like, I just want to compete the way so when I leave that I can say I competed my hardest. So that's all I can ask for. There's going to be shots that I miss and make, and that's out of my control. So I just try to compete the best I can, and hopefully the results will reflect that.
Yeah. And smashing it in the photo shoot studio.
Yeah. These are always awkward to film, but at least it comes out somewhat decent.
No. Trust us. You're killing it. Coco.
Thanks. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.